It's time again for Edmonton Riverhawks baseball. As the ball club back home now, they'll play 9 games in the homestand in a stand of the last 15 days, including 3 league-mandated off days for the ball club next week. Now it's going to be the Bellingham Bells in town for 3, and this figures to be a real hammer and tong affair. Both clubs, the Edmonton Ball Club and the Bells, are knocking on the door of the first-place club in the North Division, the Wenatchee Apple Sox. Bob Ralston, the field manager of the Bellingham Ball Club, and he pencils his 9 in this way tonight. Gabe Henderson leads it off. He's number 28. He'll play in left field. Jason Shedlick, the designated hitter. Batting third, playing at third base, Nate Kirkpatrick. And drawing into the 4-hole, it'll be the first baseman, number 32, Jacob Mejia. Hitting fifth is the shortstop, number 23, Ramon Martin. Hitting sixth at second base, Kaikia Harrison. Logan DeGroot is the right fielder. Colton Bauer will do the catching and bat eighth. And Trent Mullany is the center fielder, and he'll bat ninth, bring up the rear. It'll be a number 16 pitcher going here tonight, right-hander Josh Planger, and he'll pitch this evening for Bellingham. It's going to be 19 degrees centigrade, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, no real wind to speak of. As this ball game gets underway at 7:07 Martin time, and Gabe Henderson will be the leadoff batter. Hawks coming off a real good road trip. They went out into BC. It didn't start that good. They lost their first 2 games in Kelowna, turned that around. They won the series finale, and the behind win on Sunday afternoon swept the Kamloops Northpaws down in Kamloops. That series ended on Sunday afternoon. Underway, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. It's a fastball here from Brady Kabinovich, who gets the starting nod this evening, third-year Riverhawk. On a good day, he'll give you all you need. Works from an overhand delivery, and the pitch is down and away. Go to 1 ball and 1 strike. Kabinovich will make his second start, his 4th appearance, 6 innings, 7 hits, 1 run. It's an earned run. He's walked 1, struck out 5. Logs a 1-loss record, no wins, no losses, and an ERA at 1.50. We've seen some real good things, John, out of this guy.
We certainly have. Over the last 2 years, we've seen him improve. His fastball, he's got good location.
And the pitch out over the plate with a short swing, a base hit belted out into left field. Henderson is aboard, and we are just underway. The first of a 3-game series with the Bellingham Bells. Takayoshi behind the plate, Paternak at third, Tabata at first, Nasur the shortstop, Nakeo is the starting second baseman. Left to right on the outfield, it's Sam Kane, Hayden Zerani, and Bryce McFeely, who has been absolutely knocking the cover off the ball in recent times. Kabinovich comes set and delivers, and a fastball strike, 0-1. Kabinovich, one of a number of Edmonton, Alberta ball players, 6 feet, 190-pounder. He's a senior, attends Niagara University. Short leadoff taken by the runner. Tabata holds his man on. Double play depth in the middle infield. Paternak up wide of the bag at third. And the outfield is straight away. It's kind of a gloomy day in Edmonton, overcast skies. And it was a gloomy day in Edmonton, never mind the weather. We certainly send our congratulations out to the Edmonton Oilers, lost in the 7th and deciding game of the Stanley Cup last night down in Sunrise, Florida. And it was a 2-1 score.
Very tough physical game, and that's why Florida likes to play the game.
Among the balls and strikes tonight, Chris Hartley at first base, Matt Beaudry, and Mark Wright is the umpire working at third. Shedlack, the left-handed batter up there, takes a cut at the pitch. It was a strike, and he fouls it away. Shedlack hitting .299. 21st ball game tonight, 78th at bat, and he's collected 23 hits, no home runs, 6 runs batted in. He's got a bag and a .682 on-base percentage. That ball hit off the high end of the bat. It's a dunker down the left field foul line, sliding into foul territory on the bullpen bump, and on his knees, Sam Kane ran an absolutely idyllic route to that foul fly ball.
Perfect route to it, and then, of course, he had to come over the mound in the bullpen to make that catch. Just an excellent play by Sam Kane.
And Nate Kirkpatrick will be the batter. 1 out, 1 on here in the top half of the first inning. And you talk about getting into the final few days of the first half in both divisions, and one of them really close, that being the North Division. Wenatchee has played one more game than the Riverhawks, so they'll obviously have an off day when the Hawks are playing. Wenatchee has won 2 straight, 6-4 in their last 10, 15-7 on the year, and a 1/2 game lead on the Riverhawks at 14-7. Hawks have won 4 straight. That's their second 4-game winning streak this season. And the ball is popped up, foul ground, back of first base, over into foul territory. Right over there by the dugout railing is Tabata with the glasses down, and he loses track of that ball. Riverhawks, as we said, 14-7, a halfback. Bellingham at 13-8, 1.5 out. Victoria, 5-5 in their last 10. They're 11-10, 3.5 games back. Then you've got the Nanaimo Ball Club, 7-11, 6 out. Kelowna, 7-12, 6.5 back. Port Angeles, 4-14, 9 back. And the Kamloops North Paws at 3-15. And they're just having a real rough go of it right now. They've lost 13 consecutive games. Here's a pitch, ground ball left side. The Sewer is into the hole. And the throw is on one bounce, not in time at first base. So the first and second. Ball was just slow enough that Vasseur had a real tough chance on the batter, especially batting left-handed. He's 2 feet closer to the bag.
It was deep in the hole, and he just couldn't quite get there in time and turn and make the throw. Of course, if it was a little quicker, he probably wouldn't even have got there.
Jacob Mejia, the first baseman, is the batter, and he is smoking right now, hitting .341, straight off stance, big left-handed hitter. Takes one in there at the knee. Corvallis Knights at 17-3, 8-2 in their last 10. They've won 4 straight, so they're 14 games better than 500. They just about don't lose. And they've got a 3.5 game lead on the always tough Portland Pickles. Here you got Minute first and second. Kvitovich rocks and fires, and the fastball is up high. Kind of a ball and a strike. Portland 3.5 out. Bend Elks 12-9, 5.5 back. Yakima Valley Pippins 6.5 out, 11-10. Cowlitz 8-9, 7.5 out. Ridgefield 7-10. Springfield Drifters are 8-13. On the heels of a 4-game losing skid. There's a line drive off to the right, fielded by Nikeo. Throws a seed onto the bag at first. There's a line drive double play.
Wonderful play by Nikeo on that. Had to dive for it to the first base side, came up with it and doubled off the runner.
No runs and a pair of hits. And one batter left on base, and it is Tuesday Night Baseball from Remax Field. Pitching tonight for the Bells, it'll be Josh Flauger. He's out of Bremerton, Washington, 6'1", 190-pounder. A senior out of Texas AU at Corpus Christi. Bauer will complete the battery. Kirkpatrick is at third. Mejia is at first. Martin at shortstop. Harrison at second. Gabe Henderson at left. Trent Mullany is in center field. And Logan DeGroot is the starting right fielder. Michael Soper, the designated hitter, the leadoff batter. This will be the fourth appearance, third start on the year for Flauger. 11 innings, 3 hits, hasn't given up a run, 5 walks and 10 strikeouts. And that microscopic ERA is 0.00. Soper, Vasseur, and Potternack due up here for the Riverhawks. Fully back on the middle infield, Mejia is going to guard the line at first and play deep. And the third baseman, Kirkpatrick, up out of the bag. I'd have a crowd here tonight of a couple of thousand. You can't draw them big each and every night in baseball. But they are looking for some big nights in this homestand that gets underway here tonight. Hawks played a Sunday afternoon game in Kamloops and got on the Iron Lung and arrived back in Edmonton about 3 a.m. Monday morning. But they did have the rest of the day off. There's a windup in the 1-2 pitch, and that is a fastball, 90 miles an hour. That's a 2-seamer, and it sinks low of the target. And the pitch. Ground ball left side off the head of the bat. Martin goes into the hole, ranges over there nicely, throws up the road a little bit, and beating out an infield hit will be Michael Soper. And Vasseur, the batter, a .250 hitter in 17 games. 65th at bat as we speak. 16 hits, no home runs, 9 ribbies, 1 stolen base, and a .601 OPS.
Michael Soper's been leadoff batter for a reason, Al. He gets on base a lot, and you saw it there. It's good speed getting down the line, beating the throw.
And the pitch on the hands, fouled away. Fastball up and in on the batter. So this series will go tonight, tomorrow night, Thursday night. We'll be off on Friday. That's the lone time this season when the Hawks are home that they don't play on a Friday. And then the holiday weekend will be Saturday night, Sunday afternoon, and Monday night on Holiday Monday, Canada's birthday. Strike one here to the batter, William Vasseur. Hawks tonight with their navy blue tops, powder blue trim, and the white pants. And here comes the pitch. Curveball. It's an overhand deuce, and the pitch is can even the count up at a ball on the strike.
That looked like it just missed. It was a very nice pitch.
And here comes the pitch. Line drive, 1 hop to the right side. Harrison on to Martin, off the bag, stretches the bag by Mejia. And there's the second double play of the ball game. That one will go 4-6-3. And Jacob Potternack will be the batter. Bellingham at 13-8. The Hawks at 14-7. 1/2 game behind Wenatchee. And the Apple Sox will have 1 fewer game to play here in the dying days of the opening half. This right-handed pitcher is topped out at about 90 miles an hour tonight. That being Flauger, and he threw that pitch on the middle half of the plate, and it was in there for a strike. Ground ball to the left side, a 2-hopper into the hole. Martin is there, airs out a strong throw, stretches the bag by Mejia, and they do it nicely. 6-3 on the ground ball out.
Very good stretch by the first baseman.
Totals here in the last half of the first inning: no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. Roman Martin, the leadoff hitter in the second inning. Like a shortstop tonight, batting in the 5 spot in the order. Kaikia Harrison and Logan DeGroot, who up here against Brady Kaminovich. He surrendered a couple of base hits in the first inning. He got a great double play. Turned by Kale, going to his left, a sinking line drive, hard hit. Fielded the ball. They sent the runners. Don't blame him early in the game. And because of that, Edmonton recorded a line drive double play. 84 miles an hour from Kaminovich, and that throw is right on target. And we're at a ball on the strike.
Greatest improvement that we've seen with Kaminovich over the last 2 years is his control. Improved it dramatically.
Yeah, he has. He closed his front side off. He shortened up his windup and his set position pitch. And they did some real nice work here on Kaminovich. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Riverhawks team earned run average at 4.19. And the pitch too high. Go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Akiyoshi tried to sell that strike, but the umpire Hartley wasn't buying.
He did. From up here, it looked like a strike, but we're not down there. Probably just missed a little high.
Kaminovich right off the first base side of the pitching rubber. Throws a breaking ball at 74 miles an hour, and it's off target, runs the count full. First deep count that Kaminovich has gone into tonight. Well, we were certainly saddened that maybe the greatest baseball player of all time, from Westview, Alabama, Willie Mays, passed away at the age of 93 years. Last week, people who know a lot more about the game than I do have said he's the greatest that ever played, and I'm not going to argue.
Well, I can tell you this, Al, in all the years I've watched baseball and in my lifetime, he is certainly the greatest player I ever saw play live or on television. The things he could do, 24 All-Star games.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just tremendous. And over 7,000 putouts.
Talk about a 5-tool player.
If
there was another tool, I don't know what it is, but he had all 5.
That's exactly right.
Hit for average, hit for power, run, field, and throw. And a breaking ball misses inside.
And, you know, one of the biggest things about him, Al, is if you take a look at offensive statistics, he led at some time in his career, at least one season in his career, every one of the offensive statistics. Stolen bases, hits, RBIs, home runs, on-base percentage, slugging percentage.
What a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Came up with the New York Giants. They had a game last week in the oldest ballpark in America, which is in Birmingham. And obviously they had to fix it up to big league standards. And Mays played in that ballpark as a kid. Breaking pitch inside, 2-2.
He did when he was a youngster. He was in high school. They didn't have baseball in his high school. So his dad and his uncle played for the Birmingham Barons, the old Negro League. And he talked his dad in 16. He was playing in that league.
There's a ball belted up the middle, lots of room up the middle. That ball hit about 318 feet, and camped under that is Caden Zeroni, 1 away. Now you look up the middle here at this park. 420 to straightaway center. And there was a play at the Polo Grounds in New York, 450 feet up the middle, and Mays got back on a ball. Vic Wirtz caught it over the shoulder. They say maybe the greatest outfield play ever made.
You know, it's interesting. That was the 1948, or pardon me, the 52, I think it was, no, 54 World Series. And Wirtz pounded that, and Mays said he had it all the way. And you look at it on film, he took a look, went right to where the ball was coming, looked up, and it dropped right in his glove. Never looked again.
That's 30 feet further than what we're looking at here.
That's exactly right. It's just an unbelievable play.
And the pitch, fastball on the hands, fouled away.
The one thing I saw him do, Al, over the years, which they talked about that ball was high, and he said, well, it was fairly easy. I saw him take drives away in the power alleys that were line drives, and the same thing. He'd see it off the bat, he'd turn and go and be there when the ball was there. Just an amazing hand-eye coordination, that man.
Runner goes, a big jump. Takayoshi's toss over the bag at second base. In with the steal is Ramon Martin. Just a good throw by Takayoshi, made it close.
Very good throw. And good jump by the base runner.
So Martin with a bag, one out, man in scoring position here in the top half of the second inning. And the pitch. Breaking ball misses. 2-2. I read one time when he first came up to the big leagues, Leo DeRocher was his manager, and I would just call him Missa Leo. He was so fast that when he took off to steal the bag, his ball cap would start flying off his head. He'd reach back with his right arm, catch the hat, and still steal the bag. Fly ball left field, down towards the alley. Sam Kane drifts on over to make the catch, and there's 2 away.
Yeah, he did some amazing things. You think how many times, for the younger fans that never saw him play, try to get it on film. He would be tracking down a fly ball. He turns and looks up, and that hat would fly off. And it happened over and over again with him.
And how many bombs did he not get because of the ballpark he played in half the time? Candlestick Park in San Francisco. Not exactly a hitter's delight. And here comes the pitch. Fastball is inside from Brady. 1 ball, no strike. Man in scoring position and 2 away. No wind here tonight. Very seldom can we say that, but the flags are drooped over the pole and straightaway center field. 1 ball, no strike on Bauer. Big knee bend, straight off stance, right-handed batter up there, and the pitch to him is down and away. Bauer hitting 200.
You talk about Willie Mays playing in Candlestick Park. For people that never were at that park, the wind always blew in. Now, he ended up with 660 home runs, and a lot of people believe that he would have been well over 700, probably be the first fella to have broken Babe Ruth's record if he had been in a normal ballpark. And I can tell you, Candlestick Park was the coldest doggone ballpark I was ever in.
Ironically, had they built that park when the New York Giants moved west along with the Dodgers, and they built it maybe 3 or 4 miles away from where they built it. And I've only been over it. It's on the flight path to the San Francisco airport. It would have been just beautiful California weather, just the location. And how's anybody supposed to know that?
Well, exactly right. And you'd have to have people that lived in the area, knew how the winds were and everything. But you think about some of those ball players. It wasn't just Willie Mays in that team. He had a godson by the name of Barry Bonds.
Yes,
Bobby Bonds was his teammate with the Giants, and many people felt that Bobby Bonds had the talent that Willie Mays had, but he never converted it.
And we're up high, 1 ball, no strike, 1st and 2nd and 2 away. When the New York Giants did originally transfer to San Francisco, they played at the old AAA ballpark, Seal Stadium. And the 49ers played at a stadium right on the entrance towards the Golden Gate Bridge, a place called Kezar Stadium. 2 high, 1-2. And the 49ers in those days were pretty good teams. They were led by a bald-headed Texan by the name of Y.A. Tittle at quarterback.
They had some pretty good ball players back then.
Yelvin and Alvin Tittle. 2 balls, no strikes here to the 9-hole batter. Hitting .206 on the season. And Kibitovic delivers. There's a comebacker. Knocked down by Kibitovic off to the left side of the mound. Finds the target, throws a strike, and that'll do it. He didn't make it look easy, but he got her done. When he got that ball, he let her rip.
He did. That looked like it came off his hip, and he didn't find it for a second, but he got over there, made a good, strong throw to first base to get the runner.
0-1, 0-2 the totals as we move to the bottom of 2.
to our key program, select the 50/50 option tab, and get bidding. And in case you think Don takes those blanks home, we just had one beautiful eBay to the winner in our first auction. Juliet Hassel was the lucky fast, so here she is. Congratulations. Now, it's the time of the game when we select Popeye's hitter of the game, alright? So, basically what we're going to do is give an entire row of coupons for a free piece of chicken and biscuit at Popeye's. But here is the catch. If Bryce McFeely gets a hit at this at-bat or any of his other at-bats, that's all they need to do to happen. And I give away
Out of the bottom of 2 and the 4-hole batter, Bryce McFeely will lead it off. And he is sitting in the 2-hole right now and hitting in the league. Just a tad under a 400 batting average. He's hitting .397. He was smoking the ball on that British Columbia road trip. And he will be our guest on our post-game show tonight. Bryce McFeely hitting .397. And here's the strike one pitch to Bryce. He chases an up and in fastball at 88 miles an hour. Fouls it away, strike 2. Dane Woodcock of Springfield is the league's leading batter, hitting .415. Again, McFeely hitting .397. And here's the kick in the 0-2 pitch. Gonna waste one up high. Here from Josh Flauger. Quinn Duford of Corvallis hitting .388, sitting third in the league in batting. That ball is hit up the middle off the fist. Lazy fly ball, straightaway center. Camped under that is Trent Maloney, and there's one away. Good location on the pitch. Not real hard thrown, but right where he wanted it, below the label.
Yeah, that's the key to it. And with hitters and RBI guys like McFeely, if you can get that ball in on the handle where he can't get the barrel of the bat on it, you're going to do pretty well.
Sam Kane is the batter, and speaking of hitting, he's not chop liver either. He's batting .316. Takes a cut at the pitch. It's a sinking one hopper to the third baseman, Kirkpatrick, and he throws a strike to the bag, 2 away. Pat Kiyoshi, the switch hitter, will be the batter.
Now, one of the things that's happening here, Al, right now, is we got 2 out with only 5 pitches.
Up in the big leagues tonight, the Blue Jays appear to be on their way to ending a 7-game string of futility. That one last night at Fenway Park really had to hurt. But they got some runs early, and they lead by 5, 9-4. They lead the Red Sox at Fenway Park. 1 ball, no strike. The kick and the pitch, too high. The Mets 9, the Yankees 2 in interleague play. That's at the ballpark where the Mets play. And that is in the middle of 7. Dodgers 4, the White Sox 3 in the bottom half of the 4th. An infield hit by Michael Soper, but he was erased on a ground ball double play. So the pitcher, Flauger, has faced the minimum 5 batters through 1 2/3 innings. And here's the 2-1 delivery. 89 miles an hour on the outside block. The Rays were winners today over the Mariners, 11-3. And it's the Pirates 9, the Cincinnati Reds 4 in the top of the 8th inning in Cincinnati. And the pitch. 78 mile an hour spinner in the dirt. Brewers 2, the Rangers 1 in the top of 6. And it's the Royals with a 1-0 lead on the Marlins in the top of the 6th inning. Scoreless midway through the ball game tonight in Houston. It's the Rockies. I beg your pardon, it's the Astros with a 5-0 lead on Colorado. Takayoshi thought he had strike 3, or he thought he had ball 4. The plate umpire disagreed. They'll have a little chat, and Takayoshi will head back to the dugout. Thought it might have been a little high, but that's one you might want to take a cut at.
Exactly right. It's actually a very good pitch.
Smoke rings across here at the bottom of 2. Scoreless ball game. It's Tuesday Night Baseball from Remax Field. Gabe Henderson, the left fielder, leadoff batter, here in the third inning. 5'11" 195-pound ball player out of Sacramento. Was a junior at Fresno Pacific University. Slapped a single between short and third his first time along. And Kibitovic, who got a ground ball out on a hard comebacker to the mound, fielded it nicely after it deflected off his left, right about his left knee in that area, not right on the knee. And that was a 1-3 put out to retire the side. 1 ball, no strike. And the pitch from Kibitovic, 84 miles an hour, and it's right down the barrel. Out of a ball and a strike. Bellingham will host the All-Star game this season as it makes a return to play in the West Coast League. After a 4-year absence, they had to cancel it. They had to cancel the whole season due to COVID. And that'll be the 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th at the ballpark in Bellingham. They've done some real nice improvements to it. The entire ballpark, including the outfield, is now an artificial turf.
That's something else. You know, the ball players in those All-Star games, they just have a blast at those. Get 2 or 3 days, just a lot of fun, home run derbies, all kinds of things. And get to meet some guys and play with guys that they've competed against all year. Any All-Star game, Al, is a blast for the athletes.
Shedlack and Kirkpatrick, top 3 of the order, up here in the Birmingham third. I beg your pardon, the Bellingham third. I think Birmingham because of Willie Mays. And a breaking pitch inside, 3-2. And here comes the pitch. Ground ball right side. And no play for Nikhil. First baseman Tabata came over. He might have put a little leather on it and changed the trajectory of the ball. Not sure, but either way, that's an infield hit.
I do believe, Al, you hit it right on the button there. I think he just got enough on the ball to change the trajectory, and Nikhil had no play on it.
Jason Shedlack, the designated hitter, left-handed batter up there. Double play depth in the middle infield. Paternak up wide of the bag at third. The outfield is straight away. And the pitch. Line drive, poked up the middle. And that'll be fielded on a bounce by Zeroni. He hit that one right on the button off the barrel at 84 miles an hour. And that will be 4th hit of the night, the 5th hit of the night for Bellingham.
Back-to-back singles and nobody out. I would expect we will see a bunt here and move these runners over.
Nate Kirkpatrick, Surrey ball player, Surrey, BC. Out of Yavapai College, he's a sophomore, 6 feet, 215-pounder. First and second, nobody out. Kibitovic kicks and deals. That's a straight palm ball changeup in the strike zone at 78 miles an hour. Here to Kirkpatrick. 337 hitter. That's a legitimate 337. This will be his 22nd ball game on the campaign. And the 0-1. Turn the ball over and it's down and away. Easy travel day for Bellingham. They're just south of the Canada-U.S. border in the state of Washington. So quick bus ride up to the Vancouver airport and a direct flight into Edmonton. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kirkpatrick. And Kibitovic kicks and deals. Fastball is upstairs. He's had a little better command of his breaking ball than he has of his fastball. He's just muscling up on it a little too much.
Just up a little bit. Nate Kirkpatrick, they're probably not going to bunt him. He leads the league with hits, with 30 hits on the season.
And here comes pitch. That ball is going to be fielded fair at third base. Paternak throws away off target. Should have had an out. There'll be a throwing error here to Paternak. As the runners now, you've got Henderson at third, Shedlack at second, and Kirkpatrick is aboard. And that is going to be an error.
Well, I believe that's a mental error on Paternak from the point of view that he had time to get back to the bag and could have got that lead runner out instead of trying to go to first. He would have had one out with
very well
on first and second.
Yep. And Mejia is the batter up. It went right on the screws his first time through. A sinking, knucking line drive that was caught. And the line drive double play was turned. Erkovich pulled the string on the pitch. Mejia's out in front of it, strike one. Bells tonight wearing their road grays with some navy blue trim. Hawks with their navy blue top tonight, the powder blue trim and the white pants. And the pitch. Missed at the knee. 4-win, 2-loss road trip for the Hawks. And that 6-game series through the Okanagan Valley. 1-1, lost 2 in Kelowna and swept the North Paws in the 3-game series that wrapped up on Sunday. Fly ball up the middle, that'll be deep enough. Tagging up is Henderson. He'll walk in to score. That'll be a run batted in and no time at bat for Mejia. And Ramon Martin, the shortstop, will be the batter.
We're getting action in the bullpen of the Riverhawks.
Right-hander up and throwing for Edmonton. Martin got a base hit his first time through, stole a bag, and was stranded at second base. 1-0. The Bells lead. We're early in this contest. It's the third inning. Hit leader, as you said, is Nate Kirkpatrick of Bellingham. He's got 30 knocks. Didn't get a hit that last at bat. He got a board on an error. Mejia of Bellingham up there and hitting as well. Ground ball, shortstop. This here on the Nakeo off the bag, and a double play ball will retire the side. Goes 6-4 to 3, and that will do it. 1 run comes in to score as we move to the bottom of 3. Mahito Tabata, the first baseman, leads it off here in the inning. A .275 batter, 12th game, his 41st at bat. Scattered 11 hits. He's got 3 runs batted in. He's got a bag and a .750 OPS. And the pitch to him. He fights off an inside fastball. Flares it foul up the right side, now to play. Nicardi Domingo, that great young right-hander of the Riverhawks, leads the league in victories. He's got 4 against no losses. Leads the league now in strikeouts, and he's got an outstanding curveball, above average fastball. He's got a cutter and a slider. And there's 4 pitches you can go to war with. And leads the league in strikeouts. 0-2 here is Flauger. Rocks out of a full windup, kicks that left leg up, strides home. Buried that pitch in on the hands, and it's a roller here to the shortstop, Martin. Though there in just the nick of time as the bat is a bit of a burn. And he just a tiny little bit late in that ground ball. Taichi Nakeo is the batter. Third run average in the league is Brock Roundy of the Portland club. He has not given up an earned run. Ryan Ramsitz of the Cowlitz Ball Club, 0.64 ERA. And the aforementioned Vicardi Domingo, the strikeout leader, in the 3 spot in the league in ERA, 0.75. The Hawks this season have improved themselves in just about every category that I can think of.
They really have, and especially what I see is the discipline on the field. They're having a lot of fun. They're hustling. Their pitching is strong. It's deep, and they've got speed all over the ballpark.
And because of that, they find themselves with a way above 500 record and knocking on the door of first place in the league, the league's Northern Division. The Hawks at 14-7, 1/2 game behind the Wenatchee Apple Sox. And the pitches down the middle for a strike. With that ground ball out in the first inning, 6 in a row have been set down by Josh Flauger. And he has gone to his first deep count in the ball game. It's 3-2, and the pitch is under the chin. Ball 4. And Cerrone will be the hitter. Here's the games that will be underway tonight in the West Coast League. The Portland Pickles are in Yakima Valley tonight. Kelowna kicks off a series down the road. They'll be in Wenatchee. About a 5-hour bus ride. The Cowlitz Black Bears are in Corvallis. The Springfield Drifters are in Walla Walla. Kamloops North Boss will play the Nanaimo Night Owls in Nanaimo. And the Bend Elks and the Ridgefield Raptors tonight at Ridgefield. That's on the Washington side of the border, just a little bit north of Portland. There's a drag bunt that squibs foul. Strike 1 to Cerrone. For him, with that speed he's got and the batting average, he struggled a little with the pole. He's hitting 118. That's a proper call.
It certainly is, and many ball players over the years have got out of slumps by just controlling the bat and bunting the ball and getting on. And Cerrone's got excellent speed.
Double play depth in the infield here for the Bells. Fastball is high and in, a ball on the strike here to Cerrone. Out of Wheatland County, Alberta. I'm not sure where that is, but sounds to me like it's probably up north. Wheatland County.
Wheatland
6 feet,
County's
180 pounder.
East.
Is that where it is?
Yeah.
One of many out of the University of British Columbia Thunderbird baseball program that have come along here and graced the Edmonton uniforms this season. There he turns this one right around. It's the ball belted out into left center field. Ball died a little bit in the night air, and Mullany makes a nice running grab into the left field gap, and there's 2 away. And we'll go to Michael Soper, the DH. Tell you what, batting left-handed, he's got to be from the swing of the bat to the bag at first, right about 4 seconds flat.
Yeah, he can get down there pretty quick.
Lined up as the designated hitter tonight. 2 out, tying run at first base. Here comes the pitch. On outside, ball 1. That was 77 miles an hour, changeup, and that runs away from the left-hand batter, and it's outside of the target. $7:05 tomorrow night, 7:05 on Thursday night to wrap up the first third of the homestand. Friday night will be an off day, and then on the weekend, Saturday night, Sunday afternoon, and Monday night for Holiday Monday, of course, the July 1st celebration with that big fireworks show, and a huge crowd will be on hand for it. 2 balls and a strike. And a pickoff throw back onto the bag. Soper out of Jefferson, Oregon. Attends Westmount College. He's a senior. Another reason this Hawk Club has fared a little better this year, they got a lot more seniors, and the seniors just got some things that he can, when I'm seeing a senior, he might be 21, but they've just got more years under their belt.
More years, that experience means so much, Al. And you see it with just a prime example of that with this ball club is Paternick. Is how much he's improved with his hitting, his composure at the plate, and just how he plays the game totally. So we've seen this through this whole ball club this year.
One walk, one strikeout, and one scratch single have been given up by Josh Flauta. Work out of the stretch, right off the first base side of the pitching rubber. And the pitch is high for ball 4. Tying run in scoring position. And Vasseur will be the hitter.
Now, William is a young ball player right out of high school. He's got a lot of base talent. Of course, got the winning RBI in the last home game here. Extra innings.
And the pitch tube is in there for a call strike. Out of Fort Collins, Colorado, up north of Denver. Big kid, 6'4", 215-pounder. Sophomore out of the University of Memphis. Strike one to Vasseur. And here comes the pitch. That misses inside, 76 miles an hour on the breaking ball. On the hands, it's a jam shot, and it's flared foul up the right side, and it's out of play. Dinosaur night here at the park, which is fitting as they have two dinosaurs behind the microphones.
You got that right.
You're older than I am.
A little bit.
You don't teach history, you remember it.
I have lived a little bit.
And here comes the pitch, too high. Bauer makes the catch of the pitch that forced Vasseur to duck, and if he didn't duck, he would have had a headache. Got some speed on the base tracks. Nikeo, the lead runner. Soper takes his lead off at first. Just about fully back on the middle infield. Kirkpatrick is about midway at third. And here comes the 2-2. That's going to be a strike on the outside corner to set down the side. Vasseur is erased, and he's not real enamored with that call. Let's move on to the fourth and a 1-0 Bellingham lead. Kaikia Harrison, the leadoff hitter, as we motor along here to the top half of the fourth inning in the lid lifter of this 3-game series. And Kabinovich delivers. High and away here to Harrison. Out of Kailua, Hawaii, 6 feet, 175 pounder, University of Southern California. Look what I found, Ma. There's a line drive right back to the mound. That ball was smoked. Only 65 miles an hour off the barrel, but when you're only 60 feet away, that's in close.
It is, and Brady looked like a matador on that play. Dropped the glove down, and the ball popped right into it.
Bottom half of the 9th inning at Fenway Park, and the Blue Jays are just a few outs away from ending a 7-game skid as they lead the Red Sox 9-4. Boy, do they need that one tonight. Curveball down and away. Mets 9, Yankees 2, top of the 8th inning. Dodgers 4, the White Sox 3 at the ballpark in Chicago. And that's in the top of inning number 6. Cleveland Guardians today. And by the way, they'll have the first round pick on July 14th with the Rule 4 amateur draft. They got a really nice club this year. Slow ground ball, fielded at shortstop by Fasur. He double pumped coming out of his glove, and because of that, that'll be an infield hit.
Now on that one, Al, that got in the glove. He couldn't get it out. Took him a bit. That's why the double pump, and just enough for the base runner to beat out the throw.
So again, it's the Guardians with a victory over the Orioles, who cooled off a little bit of the last few games, 10-8. Tigers 4, the Phillies 1, and the Rays were winners over the Seattle Mariners in Tampa, Florida tonight, 11-3. And the pitch is a breaking ball strike. Mets 9, Yankees 7, top of the 8th inning. Pirates were winners over the Cincinnati Reds by a 4-run bulge. 9-5 was the final. There's one out and there's one on. And Kabinovich back off the rubber and a pickoff throw not held cleanly by Tabata. The Brewers are a 2-1 lead on the Rangers in the bottom of 7 in Milwaukee. And it's the Marlins 2, the Royals 1 in the bottom of 7. Middle of 7, the Astros lead the Colorado Rockies 5-0. The A's and the Angels are scoreless, just getting underway. Down on State College Boulevard, just a little ways away from Disneyland, Anaheim Stadium. And here's the pitch, too high. Padres and the Nationals are underway, no score. Diamondbacks 2, the Twins scoreless, and that's in the middle of 2. And it's the Cubs and the Giants, no score, after 1 inning of play in San Francisco. Look at the Major League scoreboard tonight. Here comes the pitch. Overhand curveball, and it's in the rectangle for a strike, 1-2. Again, it's Potternack at third, Tabata at first, Vasur the shortstop, Nakeo at second base, Takayoshi completes the battery, Kane, Zerani, and McFeely left to right out on the picket line tonight. And here's the 1-2. Half swing on a spinner, turned the ball over nicely. Appealed at first base, Matt Beaudry indicates no swing. And from up here, it looks like he held as the bat back.
He bent at the knees like he was going to go down and try to scoop it, but that did not come around.
DeGroot takes about an 8-foot lead off first base. Fastball misses high, and that will make it a full count. Next club in here will be the Port Angeles Lefties. That'll be Saturday night, Sunday afternoon, Monday night for the big fireworks show, which will end the first half of the 54-game schedule in the West Coast League. Runners on the go, and the pitch too high, ball 4. And Mullany, the center fielder, will be the hitter.
Now we might be getting a reliever in here. Reliever has been warming up a bit.
What is the pitch count?
Brady right now is up at 59 pitches.
Jamie Wilson is the pitching coach for the ball club this season, and he is out to the mound here to talk with Kabinovich. He just muscled up a few times, I think, on the fastball. Generally, when you do that, it's going to rise high of the strike zone, maybe back up a little bit.
Might have to I'm sure that the coaches had something probably very simple to tell them and let them go, but they also stayed a while out there. They're letting this reliever warm up.
And here comes the pitch. Fastball strike here by Kamitovich. Bob Ralston, the field manager of the Bellingham Bells. He played in Edmonton in AAA ball. He didn't play in this park. He was before then at old John Ducey Park. Played for the Portland Beavers. And the pitch. Strike on the inside corner. I was reminiscing about Portland with him today. And still remember that pub that was right across the street from the ballpark. I love going in there to suck a few back when the ball game was completed. So did he, as a matter of fact. The Kingston, it was called. And the pitch. And ball players have been going there after games, going back to the days of Mickey Cochran when he was a Portland Beaver.
You know, it's funny, senior men's games around here. There used to be a ballpark, and I think it's still there, right across from the old Transit Hotel. And that's where everybody go right after the game, both teams.
And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball to the left side. Charged here by Vasseur. Onto the bag. There's an out. Ball hit too slow to turn 2. But he did what he had to do. He knew he had to get an out, and he did. Runners advanced to second and third.
That's exactly right. He got in on it quick. Clean transfer from glove to hand and right on the bag.
And the left fielder, Gabe Henderson, on a 2-hit night. He's scored the lone run of the ball game, reached base on an infield hit in the third. Came around to score on a deep fly ball to center. Ballpark at Edmonton, 420, straightaway center field. It's in another time zone. 340 to left, 320 to right. And in both left and right field, it drops off significantly in the gaps. There's a one-hopper to Nikeo. He gloves it, he throws it. No damage done as we move to the bottom of 4. Changing the line totals for the top half of the 4th. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 2 left on base as Vasseur has been charged with an error on that double pump. And Jacob Potternack will be the leadoff batter in an 0-for-1 night. Bryce McFeely, Sam Kane, 3-4-5 hitters in the Edmonton order. Here against Josh Flauger, and the pitch. There's an overhand curveball, and that'll miss down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Potternack. Woolley back up the middle, midway at first and third. Outfielder straight away. Paternak took a rip at the pitch. He was late on it, fouls it away up the right side. 1-2. Corvallis Knights with the best one-loss record in the league, and what's new? That's just a perennial outstanding ball club. They have won, let's see now, they're 8-2 in their last 10. They won 4 straight. 17 victories against only 3 losses.
Paternak in that strikeout, he was totally fooled on the pitch. He was expecting a fastball and excellent off-speed breaking ball come in on him and swinging strikeout.
Bryce McFeely, the batter. As we said earlier, hitting second in the league, 397 batting average. The Seattle ball player, 6 feet, 205 pounder, out of Westmount College. Swung a great pole in that BC road swing. Doesn't seem to swing at a lot of pitches out of the strike zone. 2 balls and no strikes. 3 strikeouts on the night here for Flauger. Right off the first base of the pitching rubber. Threw him a strike, and it's a ground ball here to Martin, and his shortstop throws up too high. Another thing McFeely can do too, he can run. And that always puts pressure on the defense, but an error will be charged. There to Martin.
It sure does, and you know, when you're as fast as he is, you force people to make mistakes, and that's what he did there. You know, we talk about how he's hitting here. Went to Westmount College. He batted .309. He had 50 hits in college season. Now that's pretty good.
Yeah. And you've been following the College World Series down in Nebraska.
Yeah, it's all over now, and the Southeast Conference showed again. The final 2 teams, Tennessee and Texas A&M, both in the Southeast Conference. And A&M won the first game in the finals, and then Tennessee came back and won the last 2. Very good baseball.
And the pitch. Foul back upstairs. So that'll mean more ball players will head to their summer assignments, and many and varied wood-bat summer league baseball leagues, including this one here, the West Coast League. And here's the 0-2. Popped up. He was late on the fastball.
Play on it.
Down the line in foul territory, running on over is Logan DeGroot. Ran a beautiful route to that ball. Was hit high in the air, and because of that, allowed him time to get under it.
Really nice break on the ball by DeGroot, and did something that the people are watching it. He sprinted right to the ball. The last thing he did was flip his glove out to make the catch. A lot of guys reach early, and it slows you down. And you miss a lot because of that.
And the switch hitter Takayoshi will be the batter. July 14th will be the first day of the Major League Baseball Rule 4 amateur draft. They'll draft 3 rounds in the first day and the other 17 rounds over the following 2 days. And who knows, maybe the first time in the brief history of the Riverhawks we'll have a couple of drafted players.
That could very well be.
Here Takayoshi shows the bunt and takes high. 1 ball, no strikes. Relief pen for the Bells is idle, and the right-hander's been heating up for the Hawks. Ball game just passed the 1 hour mark. 1 hour and 4 minutes in duration. Here in the last half 4. Runners on the move. The ball is slapped to the right side. A 2-hopper here to Harrison. Easy play for the second baseman. And that will do it here in the last of 4. It's a good one tonight. 1-0, the Bells lead. Fernando Palencia will be the new pitcher in the ball game. As Kibitovic tonight works a 4-inning distance. Got his pitch count run up a little high a little early. 5 hits. And he coughs up 1 earned run. Walked a pair of batters. And did not strike a batter out. Fernando Palencia out of San Dimas, California. 5'10", 175-pounder, right-hander. Out of the University of San Diego. Haven't seen him before. Throws the rubber off the left side, and the pitch is hit off the head of the bat, and it's a line drive to the opposite field. Here off Palencia.
Now, Kabitovic's totals, he threw 64 pitches, 34 for strikes. This is one game we saw him probably throw more balls out of the strike zone than we have seen all year with him. He still only gave up 1 run.
Well, he did what a good pitcher will do. He'll get you by when he didn't have his best stuff.
Yeah, and those are pretty good competitors. You got players that can do that.
Middle infield of Vasseur and McHale will shorten up to a double play depth. Patternak's going to play midway at third. Here comes the pitch. 92 miles an hour. He just reared back and brung it.
Well, yeah, a little bit of hot on that one, that's for sure.
Palencia will make his second relief appearance on the season. Nobody out, a man aboard. Cadillac is the runner over at first base. Palencia with 3 1/3 innings out of the relief pen. 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs. He's walked 2, he struck out 1. He's got an 8.10 earned run average. Nate Kirkpatrick is the batter up there, right-handed hitter. Takes a rip at the pitch and he fouls it away. 80 miles an hour on the off-speed pitch. Again, Kibitovic with a 4-inning distance tonight. 1 earned run, 5 hits. Did not strike out, but did walk 2 batters. And certainly was in the aid of a couple of good double plays. One a ground ball double play, the other one a line drive double play. Fielded his position very well tonight. Got 1 assist and 1 putout from his pitching effort. And a big, tall right-hander heating up in the Edmonton bullpen. Down to 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 1 run that scored was Gabe Henderson. He got aboard on an infield hit, a scratch single, scored on a fly ball to center. Ball raised out into right, and that's pretty much a room service fly ball. Here to Bryce McFeely. Drifts a couple of paces over to the right field gap. Takes an easy catch, and there's 1 away. And Jacob Mahia is the batter. Ball games are underway tonight in the West Coast League. Scoreless in the bottom of 3. The Portland Pickles are in Yakima Valley tonight. 4-3, Kelowna leads Wenatchee, and that's in the top half of the 2nd inning. In the first game of that series. Nanaimo leads the Kamloops Northpaws 1-0, and that's in the home half of 3. There's 1 out and 1 on, top half of the 5th inning. First of 9 home games we played over 15 days in this homestand. Springfield and Walla Walla 1 apiece in the 3rd. Corvallis Knights a 3-0 lead on the Cowlitz Black Bears in the bottom of 2. And here comes the pitch from Palencia. That's a hard 2-seam fastball. Bottom fell right out of the pitch. 90 miles an hour the velocity.
Palencia's working nice and fast. And of course his fastball's hopping pretty good.
And here's the 0-1. Late swing, and it's off the high end of the bat. Fly ball left field down the line. It's in fair territory. And Sam Kane comes over and makes a beautiful running catch. Both feet in fair territory.
Now there again, we've seen the speed of Kane, but again, that ball came off the bat, he was moving. And his speed is excellent. He timed his route well, made an excellent play.
Off the barrel at 87 miles an hour, the ball was hit 282 feet in the air. And Ramon Martin, the shortstop, is the batter. And here's the pitch. Changeup is in the strike zone at 80 miles an hour, strike one on the batter. After the Bellingham series has been concluded, starting Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, it'll be the Port Angeles lefties. And here comes a 0-1. 80 mile an hour, that's an overhand curveball, real nice spinner. Nice break
really
on
did.
it in the zone.
Well, that was a beautiful pitch. And like you say, it's off speed, messed up the timing of the batter.
And the 0-2 pitch is on the way. Fastball outside. He's got two pretty good pitches to go to war with. A little above average fastball, nice spinner, nice breaking ball. He's got a couple of fly balls after giving up an opposite field single to Shedlock, the designated hitter. Wide's about an 8-foot lead off at first. Fully back on the middle infield. Paternak is deep at third. And here's the pitch, up a little high. Ball not held cleanly by Takayoshi. He has to abandon his crouch. Located the ball, dug it out of the dirt.
Another breaking ball was down and away, and Takayoshi does a nice job blocking the ball, keeping it in front of him.
Some of the Riverhawk leaders, McFeely, who's playing here tonight, second in the league in batting, and he obviously leads this ball club in hitting at .397. Paternak hitting .347. Trent Lanahan, who's out tonight, hitting .324. Well, the runner will be going with a pitch, and here it comes. 91 miles an hour. That's some high gas. He threw that one right up in the wheelhouse.
That was right at the top of the zone, and swing and a miss.
No runs, one hit, one man stranded. And we are halfway through regulation innings tonight from Remax Field. Mahita Tabata get going here in the last half of the fifth, and Mahita chases an up and in pitch. And he fouls it off. Crowd here tonight of 2,251. as the Hawks are now barreling in on 40,000 attendance on the season, ahead of last year's record clip. Tabata is 0 for 1 tonight. He bounced out his first time through. And that one is 88 miles an hour and right down the dish for a strike. 1-2 here to Tabata. Lauger is ready to go, and the pitch is inside. 77 miles an hour is a straight palm ball changeup. It's a little high with it. Go to 2-2. Tai Chi Nikeo and Caden Zeroni are due up here in the Edmonton fifth. Again, 2,251 at the ballpark tonight. There's a ball that's fisted out into short left field. If that stays fair, it's going to be trouble. And it does. He fisted that ball out there. Pitch was good. It was right in on the hands. And he fisted that ball into short left field. A little humpback line drive that fell in at the feet of the shortstop, Martin.
He did. It was the perfect spot. Shortstop, third baseman, and right fielder could not get to it, or left fielder could not get to it. Ball dropped in perfectly.
It'll look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. Had to be the pitcher, just shake it off. You made a good pitch.
That's exactly right.
Round ball, round bat. Sometimes you hit it square. That time he didn't. That's still a good at bat. And here's the pitch, up too high. And we have got a left-hander up and throwing in the Bellingham bullpen. 1 ball, no strike here to Nikeo. Middle infield and a double play depth. There's the pitch. And that's a strike. The plate umpire tonight is Chris Hartley. I'll say this, he's had a consistent zone. He's been giving the pitchers the high fastball tonight, but you do it in the first inning, you do it in the ninth, nobody's got anything to complain about. And here's the 1-1 delivery. And again, that's taken for a strike.
And that's the key, Al, with umpires. If they're consistent in the calls, as long as they're doing that, inning 1 through 9, you can't complain.
And here comes the 1-2. There's another one that's fisted, this time to the right side. That does not clear the infield skin, and Mejia, the first baseman, back to make the grab one away. Caden Zeroni is the batter.
Now Zeroni, as we know, has excellent speed. And we saw him the last time he was up, he tried to lay a bunt down, was just rolled foul.
The Bells were a post-regular season team last year. They made the playoffs. I think there's probably a pretty good chance they'll do it again. The Bells come in at 13-8, game and a half back of the leader, the Wenatchee Apple Sox. There's a check swing and a foul coming back, strike 1. Wenatchee at 15-7, Edmonton at 14-7. 1 half back with Edmonton with 1 game in hand before the conclusion of the first half. Strike 1 here to Zeroni. And the pitch on the way. Hit that one right on the screws. Line drive up the middle. On in to make the catch is Maloney, and there's 2 away. Line drive to center.
That was actually an excellent play by the center fielder.
Victoria 3.5 out at 11-10. Nanaimo 7-11, 6 back. Kelowna 7-12, 6.5 out. Port Angeles lefties are 9 back. And the Kamloops North Boss having a dilly of a time this season. 10 games back. Runner goes, throw onto the bag. Martin with the tag down. Not in time. And Tabata pulls in the scoring position with the 2 out. Steal a second base.
Tabata got a very good jump on the pitcher and got down there. Good throw, right where it had to be, but wasn't quite quick enough.
1 ball, no strike here to Soper. Front foot a little bit open. The pitch to him, and he rolls the ball inside the bag at first base. Up with it is Mejia. And he'll win the foot race to the bag, and that'll do it here in the last half of the 5th inning on Tuesday Night Baseball from Remax Field.
Well, you know, it's dinosaur days down here at the old ballpark. Dynamite, Dynamania, Dino Days, Dino Craze, whatever you call it, Donovan, it's dinosaurs. We've got some dinosaurs roaming around, and I know you've appeared in several motion pictures, Donovan. Absolutely, Greg. I've been in several feature films, some of them involving dinosaurs. Yeah, so look, Donovan, look, your long-lost twin right behind you. There he goes. There he goes. I would like to just say that Sam, in our last conference, ended up spitting chocolate all over this microphone rail. So he needs to clean it up. Well, Don, I heard you have selected a couple of your favorite movies. Can you roll one for me? Yes, let's go roll some of my favorite dinosaur films. Ooh, look at this. This, of course, is King Kong. Yes, that's T-Rex. And this is from 2023? That's right, absolutely, Graham. This was hand-drawn. I hand-drew this. I did it in charcoal. Sure, then, what's the scientific principle behind this dinosaur versus King Kong fight? Well, it's the age-old question between the mammals, the struggle between mammals and lizards. Oh. This is a couple of... All right, we've got another one. He's creeped up on me side. Oh, look at that. Now, what are these dinosaurs, Scotty? That's a Tyrannosaurus Rex there, Ray. I thought that was a horse. No, that's Mary Ann. That's Mary Ann from Gilligan's Island. Right. On a horse. Yes. In the middle of a dinosaur fight. So it's the weirdest episode of Gilligan's Island that ever was aired. So we have one more, Donovan, but quickly. Oh, gracious silver shark. Oh, boy. Well, you've got small children. This is probably... Oh, what happens to them there, Don? Genetic prefers. There it is. Oh, my goodness. The giant behemoth, Graham. Oh, an ancient guy. Yes, and that's why Ecuador had all those brownouts last week. Dynamite. Let's look at that now. Those are documentaries, Graham. A lot of people don't realize that. Those are documentaries. Thank you, dinosaurs.
Kai Kia Harrison out of Kailua, Hawaii, will lead things off, a junior out of the University of Southern California. As Harrison, the left-handed hitter, bends his knees, and he takes inside from Fernando Palencia. 1 ball, no strike. And here's the pitch, inside, ball 2. University of Southern California, great athletic school and everything, I think. Basketball, certainly football, baseball. So you get a scholarship from a school like that, you're a pretty good ball player.
You have to be a good ball player to get there. They don't have a lot of scholarships. They only have 11.7 in the NC2A Div 1 baseball. You got to
And
spread
here's
that
the
around.
2-0 pitch, foul back.
And that Southern Cal, our home field there, Rod Dedeau Field. Very nice place to watch a ball game. And boy, what a history of ball players that come through there.
They were a factory, or are a factory. The ball raised out in the right center field, and on the run over, diving ahead. This is Zeroni, and he just stole a base hit away from the batter, Harrison. Beautiful route to the ball. He had the sun a little bit in his eyes. The glasses were down, and stole a base hit away from Kaikia Harrison.
He really did. It took him a second to get where it was going, but then he got on his horse and got there very quickly.
Logan DeGroot will be the batter up. 1 away. They're in the top half of the 6th inning. And the pitch on the way. A little high, 1 ball, no strike for Fernando Palencia. In relief of Brady Kibitovich tonight, a 4-inning distance, 1 run was earned. And 5 hits, no strikeouts, walked a couple of batters. 1 ball, no strike. That's in the zone at 81 miles an hour. Infield tonight, a Paternak at third, Tabata at first. That's Sewer, the shortstop, Nakeo at second base. And the infield is pretty much fully back. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike. Sam Kane in left field. Caden Zeroni in center. Bryce McFeely, the right fielder. That's easily the best outfield. There's other good outfielders on this club, but this is the best we've had for outfielders in the 2 years and change we've been in the league. Bearing in mind, of course, the outstanding play back in the first year of this club of Clayton Larange. And he was an excellent four-tool player.
He'd play on this team any year.
Yeah, he could.
He could flat out go.
And here's the 2-2. Breaking pitch, check swing, appealed at first base. Haven't got a sign from the first base umpire. I guess it's a strikeout.
You know what's interesting, Al, when you look at the speed, and that we haven't seen it from McFeely so much tonight, hasn't needed to. But both Zeroni and Kane have shown the speed that they have on making outstanding plays in center field and left field.
Colton Bauer, the catcher, will be the batter. Of Paulsbo, Washington, sophomore at the University of Washington, down on the North Shore of, I guess that's Washington Lake, in Seattle. One ball, no strike here to Bauer. And the pitch, curveball down and away, ball two. 5 in a row have been set down by Fernando Palencia. Making his first appearance on the year at Remax Field. He got a few innings in on the road. And here's the 2-0 pitch. A little late on it, high pop fly out into short center field. Camped in and under this to make the play is Hayden Zeroni. That will do it as we move to the last of 6 in a 1-run ball game. William Vasseur to lead things off here in the last half of the 6th inning. Caleb Young, the new pitcher, as a left-hander, making his 7th relief appearance, 8 1/3 innings. 2 hits, a run, it's an unearned run. 3 walks, 10 strikeouts. He's got a save. A record of 1-0 and has not coughed up an earned run all year. Great totals. Young lefty out of Vancouver, British Columbia, 6'2" sophomore out of Everett Community College. And the pitch. High and wide, 2 balls, no strikes. Bellingham with the right-hander heating up in the bullpen. We're in the 2-3-4 spot in the Edmonton order. Here in the last of 6. Fully back in the middle infield, midway at 1st and 3rd. Outfield is straight away. And the pitch too high, ball 3. An infield tonight of Kirkpatrick at third, Mejia at first, Martin the shortstop, Harrison at second. Bauer completes the battery. And here's the 3-0 delivery. And that's ball 4. Now Sewer is aboard. He has got himself an 0 for 2 tonight, but he is aboard. Here in the last of 6, and Jake Potternack on an 0 for 2 night will be the batter. Josh Flauger, and the Hawks will be glad to see the end of him tonight. 5-inning distance of outstanding starting pitching. Didn't allow a run, 2 hits, struck out 3, and he walked 2 batters. And pretty much pitched ahead in the count all night. That'll shorten the middle infield up to a double play depth. Potternack takes a cut at the pitch. He's late on it. Over in the coaching box off first base, and Mejia is there to make the catch one away.
That is certainly not what Jacob Potternack wanted to do. Got under the pitch and popped it up and one away with a man on first.
And it is McFeely. Reached base on a fielding error his last time up. 397 hitter going into the ball game here tonight. And Bryce will look at a strike, 0-1. Seattle, Washington ball player. And Callum Young is ready to go. That's his 6th pitch of the half inning. And that'll be up too high. 1 ball, 1 strike on the batter. On the year, the Bells have played the Riverhawks 3 games down in Bellingham to start the year. And the Bells won 2 of the 3 games played. And the pitch. That ball is hit a long way to the opposite field, down the line and out of the ballpark and onto the boulevard, foul of the right field pole.
McFeely does have some power. Gets that straightened out.
Hawks with 1 home run this season at the ballpark in Edmonton. And that was in the first series of the year. Potternack nailed one. Opposite field bomb. He hit it down the line and right, just inside the pole and over the wall. About a 350-foot shot. His lefty will work right off the third base side of the pitching rubber. Sneaks a peek home and tosses on to first base. 1 out, 1 on. Here in the last half of the 6th inning. And here comes the pitch on the way. Fastball is upstairs. Runners on the move. The 3-2 pitch is on the way, and it's a ground ball to the left side. Martin towards the shortstop hole, makes a nice scoop. And he throws a sinker ball to the bag, and Mejia is there to make a nice catch. 2 out with the tying run in scoring position. And Sam Kane will be the batter.
We've seen Sam Kane made some outstanding plays in the outfield tonight. We'll see if he can get a base hit here and score a run, tie the ball game.
Kane tonight has bounced out and flied out. Here he takes a cut at the first pitch offers up, and he hits it a ton straight up the middle. Drifting back is Maloney, and he makes a beautiful over-the-shoulder catch. That ball was kissed.
He really did. He just took off, and he saw it all the way. It was high enough he was able to get underneath and make the catch. Excellent break on the ball by Maloney.
1-0. Bellingham leads as we move to the 7th. Trent Mullany, who made a really nice grab to retire the side in the last of 6. And the ball that was hammered up the middle, straight away center. And he ran an over the shoulder route to the ball, made the catch over the shoulder. And Mullany will get it going here in the top half of 7 against Fernando Palencia. And here comes the pitch from Palencia. 90 miles an hour, a little high at the target. 1 ball and no strike. It'll be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters in the Bellingham order due up. The right-hander continues to tune up in the bullpen of the Bells. 1 ball and no strikes. And here's the windup by Palencia and the pitch on the way. Too high. Ball 2. As we speak, it's pretty much a clear blue sky overhead. It's been a foggy day all day. Not foggy, but cloudy. Not a cold night, 69 degrees Fahrenheit at game time, 18 degrees centigrade. And no wind whatsoever at the ballpark tonight. Line up and the 2-1 pitch from Palencia. That's low, ball 3.
Now, Palencia in this inning here, so far to Mullany, he's just throwing fastballs.
And here's the 3-1. High hopper hit back up the middle. Ranging over to his left is Vasseur. Throw to the bag. Stretch at the bag by Tabata. Yellow get him himself into that throw. It's a 6-3 put out.
That was just a heck of a play by Vasseur. Now, he got off on the ball coming right off the bat, took the ball. He was right behind second base when he got it, turned and made an excellent throw.
Gabe Henderson on a 2-for-3 night. He's scored the lone run of the ball game, did that in the 3rd inning. And Henderson, 222 on the year. Right-handed batsman up there deep in the box, big knee bend. And a spinner is down and away. 1 ball, no strike to Henderson. Fully back up the middle, midway at 1st and 3rd. Outfield is around a little bit to the right. Valencia rocks and delivers. And he misses high, ball 2. From Fernando Palencia. To a fastball strike. The pitch was in there at 91 miles an hour. The batter was late on the swing. And he pops it up foul and out of play. Again, the early scorers tonight in the West Coast League. Scoreless in the bottom of 3. Yakima Valley tonight hosting the Portland Pickles. Kelowna is up 4-3 in the top of 2 down in Wenatchee. The apple capital of the United States. On the shores of beautiful Lake Chelan. Walla Walla, Springfield, 1 apiece in the bottom of 3. Corvallis 3, Cowlitz no score. They're in the bottom of 2. Bend and Richfield, scoreless in the top of 3. And here it's a 1-0 Bellingham lead on Edmonton. Fly ball to right and it hangs up there a little bit. McFeely coming on over. He's got both feet in foul territory. Price makes a nice running grab. And you have 2 out in the inning.
Really got under that ball, and McFeely had no trouble getting over there, camping under it as it came down.
And Jason Shedlock, the designated hitter, will stand in. Here's the pitch to the left-handed batsman. It's going to miss at the knee. Got a game arm, this young right-hander. That was in at 91 miles an hour.
He doesn't throw his breaking ball much. He's fairly effective with it when he has. It depends on that good moving fastball.
And here's the pitch. Hit back to the mound, fielded on 1 bounce. And Palencia with an easy toss, and that'll get the pride and joy. Rancho Cucamonga, California, Jason Shedlock. He's a senior at Cal State Bernardino. That's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Great ball game here tonight. 1-0 for the Bells as we go to the home half of 7. Pitch hitter Tommy Takayoshi leads it off here in the last of the 7th inning. He's called out on strikes. He's hit a ground ball out. He is a natural right-handed batter, and he takes a pitch, just missed at the knee. New pitcher in the ball game is Lane Simonson, big, tall right-hander. And the pitch, Takayoshi rolls a ground ball wide of first base. Now he is up with it, underhands to the bag, and there's one away. Callum Young, the lefty, went an inning tonight, 0's over. Josh Flauger, the starter, 0's over through the opening 5 innings. Twirled a 2-hitter, and he struck out 3. Simonson makes his 5th appearance in relief. He's got 7 innings, 3 hits, hasn't allowed a run. He has walked 4, struck out 11. No record, and of course a 0.00 earned run average. Bellingham with an outstanding earned run average as a team. At this level of baseball, an ERA of 3. Sharp curveball down and away. And the count of a ball and a strike on Mahita Tabata. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. High and outside. Cut fastball. 85 miles an hour in velocity. Looks just about identical to a slider, except it doesn't have a dip. And that pitch foul to the backstop. Three times in this ball game, the Riverhawks have had a man in scoring position. But the hits have not been easy to come by here tonight. And the 2-2, foul back.
That you working the count.
And the pitch. It's not going to get it done. It's a high, lazy fly ball, short center field. On the run to his right is Maloney, and he makes the catch. There's 2 away.
Now there's a case where Simonson did a real nice job in changing up the speeds on that ball. Ended up getting under it, and a lazy fly ball to center field.
Taichi Nakeo, the second baseman, who walked in the 3rd inning, popped up his last time along. And here's the pitch to Taichi. It's upstairs, 1 ball, no strike. Nakeo hitting .313, his 15th ball game tonight. This will be his 50th AB. Collection of 15 hits through the season. And he really plugs up the right side of that infield. He's got great range, both to his right and to his left. And here's the 2-0 pitch. Bouncing ball down to third base. Kirkpatrick up wide of the bag, makes an easy catch. Sidearms across the diamond, and that'll do it. as the Hawks are out of business in just a collection of a few pitches here in the last half of 7.
Leopold's baseball talk. We're going to give you one of our contestants can make a shot through that Leopold's pipe. They're going to win $250 at the tavern. The loser, if you don't make it, we'll give you some chicken wings. So let's stand a little bit closer. Let's go up here. There we go. All right, get 2 balls each. Let's give her a rip. This is a Nate instructor from the School of Business. Oh boy. Here we go. Oh, a little high. Keep him coming. With authority. He's chucking with authority. You're doing a risk assessment class. Yeah. Oh, that was nice. I like it blue on the ball there. Good. And John, we did confirm that the ball will fit through that hole. We did confirm it will fit through the hole. Right, here we go. This is not like when you were running that carnival game. No, I had far too many teams for that Greyhound. All right, our last competitor. You got to sing it. $250. Oh, again. So it's a shot putter. Yeah. Oh, a little bit of basketball. John, oh, let me try one. Here we go. Oh, not even close. You know what? We're going to give you guys all free chicken wings. Heck, we're going to give everybody in the stands free chicken wings. Grab a coupon on your way out. Courtesy of Leopold Pub and Restaurant. Free chicken wings everywhere. Grab a coupon. Have a hand for our competitors. Let's go, Riverhawks!
Crowd here tonight of 2,251 as the Riverhawks are barreling in on 40,000 on the year. Now, last year, 104,000 set an all-time attendance record in the West Coast League. And despite the fact we haven't had the great weather we had last year, we are on pace to outdo that record. Nate Kirkpatrick will be the leadoff batter. And Kirkpatrick looks at a 89-mile-an-hour fastball from Fernando Palencia. And the count at 0-1. Mahia and Martin due up in the inning. 3, 4, 5 hitters here in the Bellingham order. And here's the 0-1. And that is down the dish for a strike, 0-2. Valencia in relief of Brady Kobitovich tonight to win a 4-inning distance. And he coughed up 1 earned run. He went from that 90-mile-an-hour gas to that 80-mile-an-hour spinner. Swing and a miss, and Kirkpatrick couldn't hit that one with a scoop shovel.
Mixing up the fastball and the breaking ball, but combine that with the off speed of that breaking ball, absolutely fooled the batter.
And Jacob Mahia will be the batter. He's knocked in the lone run of the ball game with a fly ball up the middle in the 3rd inning. Has scored Gabe Henderson. Here's the pitch, and it's going to miss. No, it's right in there. At the knee, down the middle of the plate for a strike here from Palencia. He's got 3 strikeouts on the night. Gave up a leadoff single in the 5th inning, but not a sniff since. Strike 1 here to Mahia. And the 0-1 delivery down and away. Ball game at the 1 hour and 54-minute mark. 1 out here at top of the 8th inning. First game of the 3-game series, a 9-game homestand. That will be in duration 15 days. Lots of off days to mix things up. Pitch too high, ball 2, strike 1 on Mejia. And here's the 2-1 pitch. And the ball raised out into right field. He stroked that one pretty good. 90 miles an hour off the barrel. Bryce McFeely, though, on the run in, puts leather on that. 2 gone.
He had that lined up right off the bat. No time, he had him out.
Edmonton on the wings of a 4-game win streak. Won the series finale in Kelowna and took all 3 games in Kelowna, or in Kamloops. High pitch, 1 ball, no strike here to Ramon Martin. Activity at both bullpens. A left-hander heating up for Bellingham. And there has been a right-hander up and throwing down the left field foul line in the Edmonton pen. Big breaking curveball. Big roundhouse curve down and away. Ball 2, strike down on Martin. And the pitch. Fastball inside, ball 3. That is the first time I want to say tonight he's gone to a deep count.
I think you're right, and big part here is he's kind of mixed his pitches up on this at bat, but he's missed the plate on all 3 of them.
And here's the 3-0 pitch. That's going to miss. Ball 4, 4-pitch walk here to Ramon Martin. That ends the string of putouts initiated by Fernando Palencia at 11 straight. Retired 11 batters after surrendering a leadoff single in the 5th inning. That included 6 fly ball outs and 2 ground ball outs. Kakia Harrison, the batter up. There's a stretch by Palencia. And the pitch on the way, inside. Off the glove of Takayoshi. Into scoring position goes Ramon Martin. Unofficially, we'll score that as a wild pitch.
If Palencia loses this batter, I think we will see a reliever coming in immediately. I know they'd like him to get out of the inning and save their closer for the last inning.
Nikeo is going to play fully back and between the bags of first and second. Play this left-hander to pull the ball. And the pitch inside, 2 balls, no strike on Kakia Harrison. And here's the pitch. That ball is hit down the left field line, swerving foul into the Edmonton bullpen and out of play. 2-1. Lights are on here at the ballpark. The shadows are now drifting out onto the field to play, but we're just a couple of days past the longest day of the year.
Exactly right.
I think the sun sets about 10:30 at night.
For people who live down south, this is a heck of a difference when you come up here and 10 o'clock and the sun's still up.
Valencia checks his man off second base, delivers. And that one was high and outside of the target, go to ball 3. I think you're right. If he loses this batter, he'll probably be done for the night.
I know they'd really like for him to be able to get through the inning.
And here's the 3-1 delivery. That's a strike to run the count full. He took a little off that fastball. He's topped out tonight at 92. That was 89. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. It's on the way, and it's fouled off. Off the handle of the bat into the seats off the left field side, and out of play.
This is one of the greatest things about baseball, Alan. That's the competition between the pitcher and the batter. And each count is different. And here we've had a Foul ball off a 3-2 count. You know he's probably going to come back with that fastball.
Infield is drawn back and fanned apart. The ball is pulled into play. It's a fair ball at first base. Tabata comes over, gets the unassisted put out. And a nice finish to the ball game here for Fernando Palencia.
And that was an excellent changeup. Brought it in, and very good pitch.
No runs, no hits, no errors. One man stranded. We'll motor on to the bottom of 8. Tuesday night baseball from Remax Field. Aiden Zeroni batting out of the 9th spot in the order. He'll get it going here against the 4th pitcher on the night for the Bells, a left-hander, Sax Matson out of Olympia, Washington, sophomore out of University of Southern California. On outside, ball 1 from the big left-hander Matson. And he'll make his 6th appearance in relief, 8 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. He has walked 6 batters, struck out 7. Got a win, he's got a loss, he's got no saves. And Matson with an ERA at 0.00. They have got some pitching on this Bellingham Ball Club.
They certainly do.
They have put up the smoke rings through the opening 7 innings tonight. On 3 occasions, the Hawks have had a man at second base, and that's been it. Zeroni tonight has 2 fly ball outs. And here's the pitch from the big left-hander with some long stride home. He kicks that right leg up in the air, high, out of the full windup. 3-1 here to Zeroni. Soper and Vasseur are also due up in the inning. And the 3-1 delivery is a strike. Cut fastball is on the inside half of the plate, right about the block and right about the belt. 3-2.
Perfect pitch you want in that.
And here's the 3-2. Changeup. Well, not really a changeup. He took a little off it. 87 miles an hour is hardly a changeup. But it's fouled out. He got his man out in front. I was watching the Yankee game the other day. How the game has evolved into these fireballers they've got in the big leagues.
Oh.
One of the Yankee pitchers, and the announcer said his changeup is 92 miles an hour. That used to be a fastball. High pop up, foul down the right side, and out of play.
No, that's exactly right, Al. And heck, I remember the days when you talk 88, 89 was a good fastball, as long as you had good movement on it. Now, if you're not in the 90s, they're not even looking at you.
And here's the 3-2 pitch to high, ball 4. good at bat for Zeroni. Fouled a couple of strikes off. He got one that he could see clearly was not in the strike zone. Now you got some speed on the bags.
You got the speed on the bag now. You're going to move them over. You've got a very good hitter in Soper. We might see a hit and run.
Slight advantage to the pitcher. The left-hander can see his man at first base. The right-hander can't. Soper 1 for 2 tonight. We haven't gotten many hits, and he's got one of them. There's a bunt that's a pretty good one. Up on the right-handed side, the first base side, fielded here by the left-hander, Matson. Underhands to the bag. That'll be a sacrifice bunt, no time at bat. And that will move the tying run into scoring position.
That's exactly how you want to do it. That was a perfect bunt.
Really, for the batter, it's kind of a no-lose deal. If you're lucky, you might get an infield hit. If not, and you move the runner over, it's a no time at bat.
Exactly right.
And Michael Vasseur will be the batter. Not that I'm a big believer in stealing third base, but you got that kind of speed out there at second. Don't be surprised if he does it. If he could do it, then a fly ball would tie the ball game up. And here's the 1-0 pitch. This ball is belted out into the gap. Not going to get caught on the fly. We're going to have a 1-1 ball game. Vasseur is at second base, makes the big wide turn, finds a new gear, and he's going to pull into third base. Here's the slide, here's the tag. The ball rolls into foul territory, and we're a 1-1 ball game as Vasseur really leaned into that pitch. A 3-base hit with one away, and the go-ahead run 90 feet from the promised land.
And we talked about it earlier with him, that he's got good speed, and he made it all around for the triple, but he showed very good power in that. Popped her deep in the power alley in left center field.
Well, that will force for the first time tonight either team to have to draw the infield in. Potternack will be the batter. Infield is up, 1 out. Go-ahead run is at third base. Zeroni scores from second. He could have walked into that speed he's got, and the ball gapped out into left center field. Potternack takes a strike. It's 0-1. Here from Sax Matson. And here's the pitch on the way. Potternack lifts it deep out into right. That'll be deep enough to score the run. Drifting back is DeGroot in front of the warning track. And the ball is cut off at first base by Bahia, not relayed home, and that's going to make it a 2-1 Edmonton lead.
Excellent job again by Jacob Paternick. Got enough depth on that ball, had pretty good power on it. And we're definitely going to get Vasseur in with that.
Bryce McFeely will be the batter. On and 0 for 3 tonight. 2-1 Edmonton. And it all started with that lead-off walk, and I've been saying that since time in memoriam. The last thing you want to do is walk a lead-off hitter. It's just uncanny how often they come back to score at any level of the game. McFeely takes a strike, 0-1. And the pitch. Turn that one over like a screwball, swing and a miss, 0-2.
Al, we all know about the statistics in baseball and what a statistics-driven game it is, but that stat on leadoff walks is amazing.
Bouncing ball to the right side. Harrison, who's left, is up with it and onto the bag. A couple of runs coming in to score. That changed the complexion of this one a little bit, as the Hawks now will bring out their relief ace. Let's see what happens. Top of 9 coming your way in just a minute.
45, 29 for strike.
Fernando Palencia is done for the night in his Edmonton Riverhawk home debut, and he was just outstanding. Gave up a hit in the 5th inning, not a sniff afterwards. 4 inning distance, he put up the smoke rings, 1 hit. Struck out 3, he walked the batter through 45 pitches, 39 in the strike zone. Topped out at about 92 miles an hour with the gas and had a really good slow curve. Tyler Jans will come on to pitch. St. Albert, Alberta ball player, big right-hander, 6'4", 225 pounds, out of the University of Louisiana, Monroe. Strike 1 on the batter. The batter up is Logan DeGroot, the right fielder. And the pitch. Down the middle for a called strike. Jans makes his 6th relief appearance, 5 innings. 3 hits, he's got a run, it's an earned run. He's walked 3, he's struck out 9, you gotta like those tallies. Got a win, he got a loss, and he's got a save. And an ERA at 1. And the pitch is right down the pump. 3 pitches and a called 3rd strike on DeGroot. Colton Bauer, the catcher, will be the batter. 2,251. Pretty good Tuesday night house here at Remax Field.
It's been a wonderful game to watch. Both teams playing well.
Yeah, real good ball game. Colton Bauer is the batter. When this game is played right, I don't care if it's winter, spring, summer, or fall, it's the best game made.
It is a great game. There's no question. Now, Tyler Jans out of Belrose High School in St. Albert, and out of that outstanding minor league program they have in St. Albert and surrounding areas like Morinville. It's just very, very good baseball.
Well, I've driven by the Morinville facility. It's just off the highway. It's about 2-3 diamonds there. Just outstanding. 0-2 here to Bauer, batting out of the 8th spot in the Bellingham order. And Tyler's going to waste one high and wide. That was 92 miles an hour. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Hard slider down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Fernando Palencia, 45 pitches, 39 strikes. Young kid, and he looked just outstanding tonight. And here's the 2-2. Late swing, and the ball fouled off. Kelowna and Wenatchee are tied 4 apiece, playing the bottom half of the 6th inning. We'll have a complete scoreboard for you at the conclusion of this ball game. Breaking ball is going to miss, and the count will run full.
Now, Tyler Jans, along with Brendan Lepke, seem to become the closers for this team. They both brought in very late, usually 9th inning. Ooh,
that 3-2 pitch is kissed. That ball is going to be fair. Down the line in left field, and that'll be a 1-out double. Here for Bowers, so the tying run is aboard. 1 gone here in the top of 9. That one was, he kind of left it out over the plate.
He got that up a little bit, a very good swing, pulled it well. Solid double.
And Trent Mullany will be the batter up. Tying run in scoring position with 1 away here in the top half of 9.
Bringing in a pinch runner.
And we'll get you that pinch runner here just as fast as we can. As is always the case, I didn't catch his roster number as he ran by. Pinch runner here in the 9th inning. Takes a big wide lead at second base with a sliding glove on. And Tyler Jans rocks and delivers. Foul to the backstop, strike 1.
90-mile-an-hour fastball. And I think you'll see him continue that. He gets off speed a little bit. If he gets it in the zone, these batters can really drill it.
And here's the kick of 0-1. It was off the glove of Takayoshi. He got crossed up on that. He was not looking for a high and in fastball. And that's a big 90 feet. As the pinch runner moves into scoring position.
That's a huge 90 feet on that, Al. And there's no question that Takayoshi was not expecting that ball where it came.
And the Riverhawks will be forced to play the infield in. I think here what Jans really wants to do is to try to get a strikeout. Throw hard and throw in. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle. The throw is going to be home. Here's the slide to tag, and dead on arrival at home plate is the pinch runner. And we'll have an argument about that. That was a bang-bang play. Nakaya will get the assist. Takayoshi will get the putout. 4-2 on the man coming over from third. Game of inches sometimes, this game of baseball.
Now the coach came down hard on that because he believed that the runner had slid underneath Takayoshi. If this was college ball, there would be a review. They don't have that here.
No, thank goodness for that.
Yeah. But I understand the coach's situation on that. But he's not there to see it like the home plate umpire is.
I'll go 4-2 on the out at home plate. Mullany's got a fielder's choice. And Nakao makes a nice throw and a nice tag by Takayoshi. 2 gone. And the pitch. Down the barrel for a strike at 83 miles an hour. And ball game at the 2-hour and 23-minute mark here in the 9th. 80-mile-an-hour curveball. A spinner thrown by Tyler Jans. And here comes the pitch. Bouncing ball off to the right-handed side. Nakaya was up with it onto the bag, and that'll do it. A really nice come from behind victory here tonight for the Riverhawks. Here in the top of 9, no runs and a hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base, and the Riverhawks win it in come from behind fashion, 2-1. Now, go nowhere. We got a lot coming up tonight. We're going to have McFeely as our guest up on the post-game show tonight. Bryce McFeely, as the Riverhawks win it, and they have now collected 5 consecutive victories. And we'll be back with the totals and a whole lot more in just a minute.
Hit the field as we always do in these units. We're heading out to the field. going home to get his son in his neighborhood. It's tough to throw it over the screen there, Jonathan. Yeah, it's a lot of good. Thank you so much for joining us, Edmonton. We hope to see you out here more often as the weather gets nicer and the baseball just gets better and better. Fred, what are some of the nights we got coming up? Tomorrow night is beach night here. Yeah, school's up, beach park with Chuck 92.5. Thursday, homers and Halloween with Edmonton. Where you been Saturday, Boston's Pride game with McEwen. Yeah. Sunday, our player cards with Boston Pizza. And then Monday, of course, Canada. You betcha, our Canada Day celebration. If you want to come down the field, head over here to the DVP or over here to Alley Cat. There's a couple of entrances on either end of the field, and we will get you on the field to come around, run the bases, and have a great evening. Thank you so much. We know that the weather hasn't been kind and you're still turning out. We appreciate it. Thank you so much, Edmonton. We will see you tomorrow. Let's go, Riverhawks!
All right, here's the final totals in the ball game tonight. The Wago took 2 hours and 19 minutes, 2,251 to watch it. 1 run on 7 hits, 1 error, and 9 left aboard for Bellingham. 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors, and 5 left on base for the Hawks. Picking up the victory tonight, he'll go to 1-0. His second appearance as a Riverhawk, the first one here in Edmonton, a young right-hander, Fernando Palencia. 4-inning distance of 1-hit baseball, 3 strikeouts, and a walk. And he was just outstanding. He mixed up that curveball and an above-average fastball.
He really did, and we've talked about it before. Kabitowicz comes in. He didn't have his best stuff, but he held the Bells to 1 run over 4 innings, and then Palencia comes in and holds them to no runs coming through the 8th, and then Tyler Jans comes in and shuts the door. Just an outstanding game
again,
for all 3 pitchers.
Fernando Palencia out of St. Dimas, California, 5'10" out of San Diego, University of San Diego. And again, really good totals tonight. 4-inning distance, scoreless baseball. He surrendered 1 hit to the first batter he faced in the 5th inning, and then at one point in time had retired 11 straight. He picks up the win. He goes to 1-0. Tyler Jans will record the save on a 1-inning distance. He surrendered 1 hit. That was a double to left field, and he was erased trying to score on an infield ground ball. 1 hit, 1 strikeout for Jans. He picks up the win. The 4th and final pitcher of the night for Bellingham, Sax Matson, takes the loss. He'll fall to 1-2. 1 inning, 2 earned runs, 1 hit, and 1 base on ball. And here's how it went in the 8th inning. Caden Zeroni had a real good at bat. He fouled off a couple of pitches that were in the strike zone. He drew a walk. Now he got some speed on the base paths. Michael Soper dropped down a really nice sacrifice bunt to put his man in scoring position. The shortstop, William Vassier, really nailed one out into the left field gap. He legged out 270 feet of base track and made 3 left turns, so he had a run-scoring triple. And then Potternack came to the plate, knew what he had to do, and he did it. He looked for something he could jerk to the outfield. He got a fly ball to deep right field, a run in to score, and Bob's your uncle.
And there you go. There were the 2 runs. Now, it was a well-played game. We saw a lot of excellent play in the field by both teams, both outfield and infield, double plays, just some good hustle. And then at the plate, the pitchers were doing so well that you didn't get a lot of hits put together. So you had to try to kind of manufacture things. But as you say, the big one, the double by Vasseur when we had Zeroni on, scored him, and then Potternack coming out and hitting that sacrifice fly to right field deep enough to score Vasseur, and then Tyler Jans came in and did the job to close it out. Excellent game.
So Edmonton improves to 15-7. They're on the seasonal series with Bellingham, 2 wins apiece. Edmonton has, for the moment, picked up a half game on the Wenatchee Apple Sox tonight. Now, their game is not over, but as we speak, these 2 clubs are now tied for the lead in the North Division. Edmonton with 1 game in hand. We're just going to find that score. Kelowna and Wenatchee are 4 apiece, playing the bottom of the 6th inning. So a half game in the standings picked up by the Riverhawks by virtue of that victory here tonight. 2 hour, 19-minute ball game, 2,251 are in the seats to watch it. And the first game of a 9-game, 15-day homestand goes the way of the Riverhawks by virtue of that win here tonight. Now we're hoping to have Bryce McFeely up here in the press box for just a couple of minutes. Bryce he had an 0-for-4 night tonight, but he hasn't had many offers coming into the ball game, hitting 3 points shy of a 400 batting average. So stay with us. We'll be back with a final look at the out-of-town scoreboard and hopefully Bryce McFeely when our post-game show continues in just a minute. All right, we're back at Remax Field in Edmonton, and good things come to people who wait, and Bryce McFeely is going to join us here tonight, and we'll just pick up a microphone. Bryce, you're going into the ball game tonight. Now, it's not going to be a 397 average now, but you've been smoking the ball of late.
Yeah, I've just been seeing it really well, and these pitchers just keep wanting to throw me to the same pitches, so I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Well, that's a ball game that you really got to like to win. You hate to lose, but that was a big inning. First off, the 9-hole guy, Zeroni, had a great at bat. He fouled a couple of strikes off. He drew a walk, and he's like lightning when he gets on base.
Yeah, I mean, I can't give enough credit to Caden for starting off that inning, getting on. It's huge. All those tough pitches he battled through, and getting on was just the momentum changer. And we in the dugout, we got really hyped, and without that, I don't think we win this game. So big kudos to him.
And that's not an easy game to win. Bellingham's got some pitching.
Yeah, no, Bellingham's very good. I can't discredit them. They are a very good squad, and I just think that tonight we really wanted to win more, and it showed. And baseball's hard like that, but I'm very happy, and I'm very proud of everyone that came out tonight.
All right, Fernando Palencia, first time we've seen him. He had a relief appearance on the road, but he was tougher than nickel steak tonight. 45 pitches, 39 strikes. He goes to 1-0, put up the zeros with 1 hit and 3 strikeouts, and wins himself a ball game.
Yeah, man, he's unreal. He's a very good teammate, and man, he's unbelievable on the mound. We are so happy to have him here, and he's on our side. We don't have to face him.
That's
so
right.
I'm very thankful for him and just battling through that tough Bells lineup. They're a good squad, and to show what he did, it shows serious resilience, and he's a really good player. He's going to go far in this game.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. You're out of the Emerald City, out of Seattle, a West Coast guy.
Yeah, I'm from Seattle. I went to O'Day High School down in downtown Seattle, and then after high school, I'm in Westmont College, going down there in Santa Barbara, California, and I've been there for 3 years. And
Well, that's not too bad a place to spend the winter.
No, it's beautiful. 75, sunny every day. We get to practice. I mean, I'm so blessed to be able to have the opportunity to play every day, and I'll never take it for granted just because this game means so much to me, and I love it. But yeah, I mean, I'm going into my senior year. I got 2 more years of eligibility left. Hopefully, I can come back here next summer.
Absolutely.
And I would love to play for the Riverhawks again. This has been awesome.
Bryce, it's really interesting to me watching what you're doing here. You're following along with what you did in Westmount. I mean, you had, a 309 batting average, you had 50 hits, and you had 11 home runs. So you're basically doing the same thing here. Now, the other thing that interests me about you is your fielding. That outfield out there today had as much speed as you're going to see in an outfield. How fast do you run?
I believe the last time I got clocked on a 60, I was 6'7", 6'8". So 60-yard dash, yeah, about 6.7 to 6.8 seconds. But our center fielder, Caden, he's fast, really fast. And then Sam, you saw him track down those balls. He's really fast. So those guys can pick up the slack for me.
There you go. Well, I'll tell you, we love having you up here. Continue doing the good work, and we hope you're back next year too.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys for taking the time to have me come up here. It's been awesome. And
Well, it's got to be a little fun playing in front of good crowds. Like, this is a Tuesday night crowd, just about 2,300, and nothing wrong with the bigger crowds coming out.
oh yeah, no, I mean, I've never really played in front of a crowd except for one time we played in the national championship. There's about 5,000 fans, but they're rooting against us. So it's nice to have the fans on our side this time, and it's awesome. I can't be any more thankful than I am, just because I get to play this game in front of people that love this game, love to watch this game, and support us. It's awesome. I'm very blessed.
Okay, Bryce, thank you very much for joining us. Go downstairs and put on the feedback.
All right, thank you guys so much.
All right. Bryce McFeely joins us on our post-game show here tonight. Now, again, we'll give you the scores in the league tonight. Portland is laying a whipping on Yakima Valley, 12-1. Nanaimo leads Kamloops 6-0. It's in the 7th. Springfield has things well in hand tonight, 10-4 lead on Walla Walla. Kelowna and Wenatchee are tied at 4 in the 6th. So Edmonton has, for the moment, picked up a half game in the standings, now in a dead heat with Wenatchee, and that could change. They could be a half game back again or a half game up. Corvallis Knights 3, Cowlitz 2 in the 6th inning. Scoreless between Ridgefield and Bend, that's in the 8th. And a couple of exhibition games to wrap it all up. Johnny, that was a great ball game and a great finish.
It was as good a ball game as you'll ever see, and you talked about it earlier, Al, how when baseball is played well, what a pleasure it is to be in the park and watching it. And we've had a lot of those pleasures this year. This team keeps getting better and better, and when they play against a team like Bellingham that is such a solid, good ball club with excellent pitching, just a great amount of fun to be at the ballpark. Looking forward to tomorrow night.
All right, with that, I think we'll pull the chute. Again, it was a nice Edmonton victory tonight. And talk about making a little something out of a whole lot of nothing. They get 2 runs and they only get 3 hits. But there was that big walk that led the bottom half of the 8th off, and those ones always come back to bite a pitcher on the backside. Tomorrow night's game 2 of the series, 7:05 start time here at RE/MAX Diamond, and we'll have the play-by-play account of that one for you right about 7:05 Mountain Time. Thank you very much for tuning us in tonight, and good night, everybody, from RE/MAX Field in Edmonton.